what exactly is a black-eyed child? What is that?
That is a good question.
That is the question, because there was a phenomenon that occurred it began really to hit the mainstream in terms of pop culture, early internet virality, even in the 90s.
Yeah, but the story was like 60s or 70s.
Well,
but then he posted it on 4chan or something.
Oh, I thought it happened in the 90s.
Maybe.
Oh, it could be. Anyways, it was in the early
60s,
internet.
90s, what's the difference?
A gentleman posted about this encounter that he had with these two children when he was trying to basically pay for a bill at a movie theater. There was like a mail slot right next to it. And these children approached and they were asking him for a ride in his car. And it was just bizarre. And at some point in the interaction, he realized, oh, like this visceral feeling of fear I have, this like soul level fear is justified. These kids' eyes are completely black.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get in his car, and it's like this whole threshold motif that you see in vampirism and all this other stuff. Like,
they have to be invited in.
Let me in. And if he had let them in, what would they have done? Well, and then we see an explosion of stories across the world of people claiming similar encounters. And but with very similar themes.
Yeah, the clothes are always a little bit off. They're a little old. The kids don't have parents. They seem like uncanny valley. They're not, and not just in the eyes, but in the voice, and they're just not quite human. They're not quite children. And then it's always like they notice the eyes halfway into the
partway
through.
through.
It's not right away, but later on they see like, oh, this kid has no eye.
And there are stories of people who let them in and then were afflicted with terminal cancer.
Yeah.
And interestingly, you can actually find a similar phenomena across mythology of children type spirits or things pretending to be children to lure you into the woods, or the mealing, or
it's very changeling-esque.
Yes, a changeling type story.
The fairies, they take this real human child and they present this faux fairy child in its place, and the fairy child is actually never quite right. It never quite gets it.
It's just really creepy.
It's really creepy. That was the only episode where writing it scared me. Because I was in the church basement. I was the last one there.
Yeah.
All the lights were off. I was listening to, Dracula's Library, whatever, on YouTube playlist. And my back was to the door, and I'm writing about one of the stories, and I'm just like, what am I doing?
He keeps looking over his shoulder. Are the black-eyed children here for me? We're like, and here's the thing, guys. If
then there's a knock at the door.
I'm sorry. I was like, there's so many windows. I'm going to hear a knock.
What you need to do if they come to your door is you go, say Christ is Lord, you may not come in, and then close the door. That's what you do.
God help you. Close the door.
Yeah.